Alright, welcome back everyone. So, unfortunately Kyoko does just go back to her human form when she's in the office.
It's hotter.
It's hotter, but also we don't get to see fucking Alphamon sitting on the tiny little
Oh, that would
chair.
have been good.
But now the monitor would be the correct distance and it would actually look fitting, so yeah.
You know, I've got this new theory to attract women.
Go on.
That I'm going to try and be a bit more secretive and play things closer to my chest.
Ah, I see. More closed off, I see. Good
Yeah.
good technique there. I'm sure the pickup artists of the world could learn a thing or two from you.
So you want to know what I think about this scene?
What do you think?
I ain't going to fucking tell you!
Oh, shit. God, he's so hot. Alright, so this is Alphamon, or Kyoko, I guess she still wants to go by Kyoko. This is Kyoko sharing her past and how we ended up here. And yeah, once again, remember how before we thought, oh, maybe Ri wasn't that bad of a person and she was just a bad match with Crusadermon? No, Ri was an evil fucking piece of work this whole time, so...
I'm glad I'm not going to tell you my opinion on the situation, to be secretive.
Oh, of course, yeah, no, that's... You realise we are commentating on a thing, right? So that's going to require a degree of communication.
I ain't tell you what I think about this.
I ain't telling you nothing. You've got that on Simpsons character? The tight-lipped mafia guy.
Johnny Tight-Lips.
Johnny Tight-Lips, yeah.
Where have you been shot? I ain't telling you.
I ain't telling you nothing.
What do I tell the doctor? Tell him to suck a lemon.
That's the one. That's the line I was thinking of. Alright, so yeah, Ri was already planning to kill Kyoko, even before either of them were possessed by Digimon. So, yeah, this just kind of, it was just kind of a coincidence that where they were in Eden was the perfect spot for these two lost Digimon from another universe to just latch into their bodies and take control of them.
I'm not going to tell you about my fan fiction.
To be fair, if I was writing fanfiction about any two characters in this game, it would be Kyoko and Ri. I think that goes without saying. Maybe even Alphamon and Crusadermon, but you know, that's...
And with eaters there with their tentacles, I'm not telling you my fan fiction.
Oh yeah, no. That's not for this. It's not for this show. I've got vid PMs for a reason, Dan. We keep that stuff over there. So yeah, it was all a horrible trap. They ended up getting caught by eaters. So yeah, it all went to shit, mainly because of Suedo. Like everything fucking goes to shit because of him. Goddamn Suedo. Like, we can't get away from him. Every single bad thing that's happened in this game is, if not directly, then indirectly because of Suedo.
So, the lesson is to not destroy the internet. Go to your doctor if you have a curly dick.
Yeah, just go to your doctor, get it dealt with. If you have grief, see a therapist. Just go see a fucking therapist. You don't have to become a JRPG final boss. You don't have to do it. There are other options.
And speaking of curly dicks,
yes,
not long before we started recording, I was giving you instructions of how to wash your genitals properly.
You know what, you were, and there was very good advice. Thank you for the good health advice. It sounds like a bit. Nope. I was given a very thorough tutorial, obviously with a bag full of water, but I was given a thorough tutorial, and that tutorial can be found in the description.
But generally, like, I think when I learnt about it, they said there was a study of like 95% of men don't know how to wash their genitals properly.
Good lord.
And you think of how many men are in the world.
That's wild. Well, there you go. I get that can extend to anyone who has balls. Like, you need to get the ridges. You need to wash down the ridges.
Yeah,
that's the key.
Well, I use the word wrinkles.
Ridges, it all, you know what I mean. You know what I'm referring to, yes.
The folds. Anyway, speaking of
I bet people were expecting us to get really blue and really lewd with that, but no, we're just being good and informative. Like, yeah. It's important. Oral personal hygiene is important.
I want to see Kyoko's folds.
You fucking piece of God damn it.
I'd let her wash my balls. With her tongue!
Yeah, I gathered that. You didn't have to... Yeah, okay.
I'm not a teethy person.
Yeah, I didn't assume you meant teeth. Didn't assume you meant that.
Well, now your audience know.
Just in case. Alright, well, I like this bit here. Kyoko's like, so yeah, I just kind of latched on the first person I saw, which was this woman. If you were there, I would have absolutely have stolen your body. I hope you don't judge me for that. And I responded in like the most like, okay. I'd be flattered. Thanks for choosing me. It's just the answer I expect. And yeah, no one expected any of this. No one at all suspected that Kyoko was Alphamon. But if you go back to earlier points in the game, as you're playing it yourself now, there are a few moments where her behavior just seems a bit weird and off, and the way she's analyzing everything, and it becomes more and more clear that she's not human.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can definitely see it from the beginning when you go back and look. But I like this though, it's like, I'm one of the gang now, I'm gonna stick with you all, so let's do this together. One little chat about friendship later. Happy to skip those, we get the point.
I like to think that Omnimon just like enjoys being Kyoko in the shower. Playing with
You mean
himself.
Alphamon?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I don't know, I feel like Digimon are relatively sexless, so I don't think there's any of that uncomfortable cross-gender Freaky Friday kind of shenanigan going on.
To Reddit! We will find the fanfiction porn.
Do you remember the fucking Scooby-Doo movie joked about that? How fucked up was that?
Did it?
Yeah, the live-action Scooby-Doo movie. They're like Fred and Daphne swap bodies at one point, and
Oh yeah.
yeah, and Fred and
Oh yeah, I remember that scene now. Yeah.
Fred and Daphne's body's like, oh, I can see myself naked, and it's like, don't actually, you're not. No, don't do that. Please, thank you, Fred.
If you did swap bodies with someone, would you need their consent to see yourself naked in their body?
I mean, if someone had my body, I would like to know that they are taking care of my body and washing it at the very least. So, and I guess while you're hosting it, I guess you can do what you need to do in it. Don't leave any damage. Just look after it, okay? Jeez, look after it.
You just wake up with a tattoo that says Dan was here.
I don't want you to get like hit by a bus and then for our souls to get like swapped back as you do that, because that would be really unfortunate for me.
But you're okay with a tattoo, yeah?
Yeah, I'll live with that. I can get that removed. Get it lasered off. Anyway, our plan right now is to fuck up Leopardmon. So we're going to do a little bit of counter hacking using all of Nokia's gang, and they are going to trick him into basically depowering himself instead of powering himself up. So that is the current goal. The biggest trolling strategy ever. I don't know how I feel about that line. Especially with Yuko saying it, it feels weird. It feels like something Nokia would say, but anyway. Let's deal with the Lion Knight of the Round, chapter number 19.
I thought she wasn't our friend.
She is now. We buried the hatchet. She was in a bad mood because she was trying to avenge her father's death. But now she's done that, she's like, sorry for snubbing you.
Alphamons. What's with their fucking wings?
I mean, they're cool. They're kind of like mechanical wings, so they look like they can like recede and retract, so...
They look like... I thought there were chainsaws on the back.
Ooh, I kind of see it. You see, for me, it looks like maybe they're like jet boosters, like... I feel like, you know, like energy can like shoot out of them and then that can bring Alphamon up into the air. I can't tell. I need to look up that clip of Alphamon kicking the shit out of the Digidestined in Digimon Tri and just check the wings, see what's going on with the wings there. All I know is that I love the fact that Kyoko now just like follows us around sometimes in giant metal black armor. It's great. So this dungeon took me about an hour. It is labyrinthine as fuck. There are multiple floors that you have to navigate, mazes on each floor, and that includes like going from floor to floor as you get to different parts of the maze. And then sometimes you have to jump down ledges to get to different parts you couldn't otherwise. It's a fucking nightmare mess to navigate. So obviously I'm just going to show you the odd battle from it.
Dude, spoilers, I'm playing the game.
Well, that's exactly why I'm not showing you the whole dungeon. You can have fun with the maze all by yourself. You enjoy that.
Yeah, but you're telling me all like the story spoilers.
Well, yeah, but we're LPing the game, Dan. Like, we're near the end of an LP, Dan. I have to show you this stuff at least. Also, I'm filling you in on how to deal with this shit. And in this case, use an online map is the answer.
I have actually been going through our Let's Play following it.
Oh, there you go then. All right, you won't be able to do that here. Use an online map. I'm just going to show you a little bit of what navigating this dungeon is like. I do like it in theory. I like that it's an office building, but because it's corrupted and falling apart, a lot of it has become inaccessible that you can't walk across it. So now it's just a fucking nightmare mess to navigate.
Oh, I like how we get told off for going in the women's toilet.
Yeah, exactly. Just like that. What? Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually lost track of what you meant by that.
Let's not.
Okay, cool. Alright, so yeah, this is me just still running around trying to figure out where the fuck I'm going, and eventually I managed to find my way to the end of the 30th, or the end of the 29th floor, and onto the 30th, which is 1 out of 3 mini labyrinthian dungeons that all follow the same kind of scheme, albeit with more floors as we go further up. It's a lot, and there's a lot of elevator rides. Hey, Dinosaur! Here he is. I was going to call him Captain Spikes again, but again, that title has been taken by Jesmon, so now he's just the idiot dinosaur man.
I like that I get more Digimon than you.
Yeah, so because Dan's got the complete edition of Cyber Sleuth, he gets a bunch of Hacker's Memory Digimon, and that's so bullshit. Why can't I have those? Why can't the PS Network just give this game like a patch or an upgrade for free where you can get access to the Hacker's Memory Digimon? Because I've got Cyber Sleuth and Hacker's Memory separately installed on this device, on this PS4. But, like, boons you get from having both aren't in the base version of the game. Why can't I have Raремon? I want Raремon and his stupid face. Or that one Digimon who's like a bunch of construction equipment and a dragon at the same time. Breakamon, yeah. That one. Yeah, he's the best, actually. Turns out he's the best Digimon, and I can't get him in this, and it sucks. I'm so annoyed.
And I can get Rookmon straight away.
Oh, yeah. You mean Hackmon?
That's it,
Yeah, Hackmon. Yeah, you get access to Hackmon super early, and I don't get it until near the end. There's a lot of Digimon you have now that in your game that I cannot get, even still where I am, and I'm at the final boss. So, yeah. Wild stuff. Yeah, if you're going to get this game yourself, absolutely get the Definitive Edition, the Complete Edition. For this fight here, it's exactly the same as before. He hits hard and fast, but also he damages himself with attacks. So if you could just tank his big Wyvern attack and then heal yourself off and then be back at full health, he'll eventually burn himself out, and that's the whole fight. Which is kind of sad for him, because this is the last we see of him, or at least it's the last mandatory appearance we see of him, so yeah.
Another thing, I can change costumes. You can't, can you?
Oh yeah, you also get to change costumes. I'm stuck being a little default baby bitch, so it sucks to be me. Oh yeah, this is just one form of healing. You can drain health, but that's it. And it's not massive healing, so it's all quite doable. Now what I'm doing here is I'm just pummeling and pummeling, getting him nice and weak. Lucamon is the only one left. Actually, I say that. There are a few a few Digimon in reserve as well, so it doesn't matter if they go down. But it doesn't matter because he took himself down with that. He defeated himself. And Lucamon takes the credit. I did this. Me. I'm the winner. Just comes in and takes the glory after Dinosaur fucking kills himself. To martyr myself, literally! To martyr myself for the path! Oh, Dinosaur, you're a dipshit. I reached the end without wavering in my faith, and now I die. They all have a very, like, honourable sense of death, where they're happy to die fighting for what they believed in. So that's nice for them, at least. Good for them.
Won't you be when you die?
Depends how I die. Who am I dying to?
Me.
Okay, well, I'll probably just be kind of salty and passive-aggressive at you. That'd kind of be it, really.
Just a fuck you, Dan.
Yeah, well, thanks, Dan. It's not like I had many more years left in me, but no, please, stab me more, why don't you?
With wool.
No, what? Oh, because the fucking... Dan got really drunk earlier this week and just sent me a bunch of very garbled, incomprehensible texts. And at one point, he forgot what hands were. He like went on a whole tangent about wool. It was a good time. Dan doesn't get drunk that often, but when he does, it's very funny. Anyway, this floor here has a bunch of fucking megas for me to deal with.
Nice.
So yeah, they're going up in difficulty. We've got Piedmon here, goddamn one of the final bosses of the anime until he got yeeted into a fucking hole. You got Ravamon there, who looks cool as hell, and also heals, so that's not great for me. And you've got the dark version of Saguyamon, who can wipe out all of your positive stat boosts with its signature move. Really annoying to deal with, really useful to use.
I bet, yeah.
Yeah, so absolutely you want to get yourself one of those for when you're fighting a boss who likes to hit himself with 4 or 5 buffs before charging at you. You can stop a lot of bosses dead in their tracks by reducing their stat boosts.
What's Diaboromon like to use?
You know what? Not as good as you'd think. It's okay, but I think Diaboromon's whole thing was that its power comes in there being a shitload of it. You know, like in the anime or in a children's war game, yeah. So, yeah, and this he's just kind of an okay attacker, and he's also not a virus Digimon, which is weird. Diaboromon's never been a virus Digimon. He's like free type, like Imperial Dramon, I think. So he has no stake in the type advantage game. He just does neutral damage to everything and vice versa. Absolutely not what you'd think looking at it, but yeah, no, he's a neutral boy.
I thought for sure he'd be virus.
No, but that's the thing that kind of throws you, so yeah. But then also, I guess to a degree, that's what's clever about the fact that Arata is using that line, because they're a Digimon that looks very evil, but, you know, they're not evil at heart, Diaboromons, even though its name is fucking Diaboromon. It's not evil at heart, it's just playful. And I guess the same could be said for Arata. You know, he may be against us right now, but he's not necessarily evil, right?
Because he has a heart of gold.
He's got a heart of gold. He just really likes eating people right now. He's very cannibal right now.
I support that.
Well, I guess you wouldn't have to engage in this next boss fight, which, I'm just going to go out and say it, is considered by nearly everyone to be the hardest fight in the entire game. Or the hardest mandatory fight in the entire game. This fight took me a lot of attempts, but I'm a very smart boy. I think I brought this up to you before, and I figured out how to beat it. I figured out the cheaty strategy to beat it. So yeah.
Slap him and tell him no.
We'll get to that. We'll get to that. You'll see. Fun times. So here he is having his little moment of self-reflection and realization of what he's become. But where he is, he kind of can't stop now. He's kind of stuck doing this. And he also remembers what he did to Yugo. So, yeah, all the more guilt for him to wreck.
Well, it wasn't that bad.
I mean, he was a kid, but at the same time, that guilt would stick with you forever. And the worst part is, he had his memory wiped, so he couldn't remember what happened, but the guilt was still there. He still felt the guilt, but couldn't remember why he was guilty. And that's been a complex he's had for his whole teenage life now, of always feeling guilty for letting other people die.
Teenagers.
And you wacky teens. And now, like, you know, that's been eating away at him. And now he's eating away at everything else. Well, hey, it all comes together. And this, I'm not gonna lie, this is cool as fuck. This is the coolest thing he does, and it also leads to the worst fucking fight for me. This motherfucker looks like something Xemnas would make in Kingdom Hearts 2. And I love it.
What is that?
Yo, that design though. This is Adam. This is Eater Adam. The firstborn of a new species. This is some Nier Automata shit happening. Don't interfere. Get out of my way. Forget my past. Let me do it all over again. Do not look at my hideous form. He's so fucking cool! Like, holy shit!
He doesn't have a mouth, though.
He doesn't. He doesn't need a mouth. He's grown beyond having a mouth. He eats with his arm.
Is that teeth behind the eye?
Do you know
Spinning round?
Do you know what? He is all mouth. Arata is just mouth now. He's just pure eater. I love the texture on the ribbon tied to his back. That looks amazing. This fight is fucking impossibly hard. So, what he does is he hits you with this move, Tyrant Cluster. That's how much damage it does if you do not block it. That's a lot to deal with. So he does that, but then in between doing that move, he can also use a move that slows you down, or like hits you and then slows you down and stops you from pulling off combos to hit him hard. This is the move, Interrupt Handler. And it's a fucker to deal with. But that's not the worst of it, though. The real worst part of this guy is when you do get into low health. Oh, and he'll get himself to low health, obviously, because he's hurting himself in order to boost his power every turn, or every other turn. But when he does get to low health, he does a move that absorbs everyone's health. He absorbs the entire party's health. Well, here it is. Boosh. All that health is just back now. How the fuck do you beat that? Do you know how you beat it? You make sure you have some shitty, almost like rookie level Digimon sitting in your party in reserve. When he's about to drain your whole party's health, bring in the little garbage Digimons, let them take the fall. He has barely any health to suck out of them. And then you can bring your good ones back in and steamroll him. That for me was like the only way I could have like dealt with this fight. And even then, I tried implementing this strategy, and I still lost most of my backup team. Like, everyone who's in reserve right now is fucking dead. These are my last 3 Digimon alive. And I'm just trying to take that last little bit of health before he either drains it out of all of us, or heals himself for, like, 900, which he could just do if he's at very low health. Oh, yep. Case in point. Yeah, there we go. He could also just heal himself.
Oh, dick move.
This fight is so fucking hard. But he just took that health all back off of himself. The reason he didn't just do that before is because that would have killed him. He's smart enough not to kill himself. But yeah, I have to kill him now. If this move doesn't kill him, if this Bantio Blade is a shit one that does like 1 damage, then the fight's over. No, cool, thank fuck he's dead. Yeah, he would have wiped the last of my team with his next move, easily. And everyone else is dead. That is the fight. That is the fight against Eater Adam. The ultimate strategy is to go in with a bunch of like rookie or in-training Digimon, make sure that they're already weakened, and then let him absorb from them, because then he's only going to heal himself for like 4 or 5 health. Then you can work with that. Now, you may get a little bit of deja vu from this next exchange. Arata's not doing too well. We gotta save him.
He's gonna eat another night.
No, thankfully. He's not gonna eat another night. He's really not in a state to eat anything right now. I've nearly killed him.
He kills Yuko.
Remember what happened when... Oh, no, if you think about it, so... remember Suedo said that Arata's current state is based on what happened to her earlier. What happened to Yuko. With the crab and all that fucking ghastly shit. So, we'll just do the same thing. Let's hop inside of it and drag Arata out of it. It's the same principle of what's happened to him. He was just more in tune with it slowly, like, engulfing his arm. So, we can do the same thing. And Arata here is just going to sit and beat himself up.
Well, let him. He seems to enjoy it.
I mean, he literally injures himself when he fights you, so... Yeah.
Let him do it.
What, let him be an eater? Let him continue to go around eating everyone until everyone's dead?
No, let him hurt himself and be sad.
Well, no, because that's not going to get anything done. His body's just going to deteriorate if we don't drag him out of here. I mean, that's what he's doing. He's just beating himself up right now. Like, verbally berating himself. Like, I fucked this up really bad. I ruined everything.
Yeah, you did.
I fell for everything Suedo told me. I'm an idiot.
Yeah,
like,
yeah, you are. You're a dick. Ah, come on. It's gone 10:30. Let's go to McDonald's, have a Big Mac.
But do you not remember the advice that what you said you would do when Yuko was in this situation? Like the exact wording you used, like what you said you would do to kind of help snap her out of it.
No.
It's funny that you don't remember it, because I do remember it very thoroughly, what you said to do to Yuko.
Just because you fucking edit the videos, it's fresher in your memory.
It's more it's more fresh in my memory. But, you know, you're going to be reminded shortly of what you said back then, because it was very, very on point and very topical. So, yeah. Well, anyway, let's carry on through this weird fucking void dimension and... Oh, yeah, he's not keen on us even trying to help him anymore. He's like, just leave me to fucking die! Let me die!
Cool. See you next week.
There's no way that I could rival the genius of Suedo. I wanted more power, even after dogging him. What the fuck? Excuse me?
What?
I think that means what you think it means, Arata.
Right. David, put something on screen, now!
Yeah, what,
No,
why?
Why that picture?
What?
That's just a puppy with a sombrero!
Yes, it is.
That's not the dogging we wanted to see!
Alright, you know what? I think now's the time to remind you of what you said before.
See, I'd have a different approach. Go up to a slapper and say, look, I'm here now. Fucking cut it out. Stop being mopey. We've got shit to get on with.
Yeah, we've got a fucking world to save. Come on now.
Nice.
I fucking love this game. I love that he takes your fucking advice. Fucking Nostradanmus over here. If I was in this situation, I'd just give him a slap, tell him to fucking snap out of it and get on with life. And that's the plan here. Do you know what the best part is? If you play as a girl, this scene does not play out any differently. He just keeps punching you in the fucking face. And just getting a fist fight. Kyoko's like, what the fuck? Stop it. Oh, holy shit, game. It's like that one anime character. I don't know what anime it is, but he boots this woman character across the room. She's like, would you really hit a woman? And he then steps up and he's like, in the name of true gender inequality, I will defeat any foe. Oh, amazing. Holy shit. I guess Arata goes by that same logic. He's the true neutral here.
We thank you.
Okay, well that was... Whatever the fuck we just did, that seemed worrying, but I guess it's not a big deal. I like that throughout this whole scene you can just see Arata punching me in the background. This, though, is the biggest dick move in the game. So after the hardest boss fight in the game, you have to do another one. And you don't get healed between them on hard mode. Maybe you do on normal mode, because you get healed between every battle on normal mode, but not on hard mode. You just have to do 2 of the hardest battles in the game back to back. And the first battle is a battle where the weaker your team is, the more damaged your team is, the easier it is for you to win. So you have to let your team get really damaged to give yourself more of a chance of winning. But then you go into the second battle where having a weak damaged team is going to get you a one-shot. It's a fucking balancing act. It's really hard. I give the game props. I admire it for having the cojones to just be like, nah, you're near the end. Get good. But holy shit. Holy shit, though. Anyway, this is Nokia's gang doing their thing. We'll do that little counter hack while he's sitting there trying to power himself up. And she's got every single gang all working for her now. Nokia is basically the queen of the hackers now. So, good for her. I still think Leopardmon looks fucking stupid. I think he's the worst looking Royal Knight.
Yeah, but what about the chibi version?
The chibi version that is in your version of the game is very adorable, and I respect him. He looks like he's just got out of school and just finished playing a game of footy with his mates.
And now playing dress up.
Yeah, pretty much. Anyway, he's not happy with us right now, as we've kind of stymied all of his plans, and he's the last remaining Royal Knight that, isn't on our side. So if we defeat him, the conflict is basically over.
What's with the big ears he's got?
I don't know. Are they meant to be like bat ears? Are they meant to be like a... I don't think his Japanese name is Leopardmon. He has a leopard mode where he looks more like a leopard, but in his current form, I can't tell what he's supposed to be. I don't think he's meant to be a Leopardmon.
Absolmon.
But Absol didn't exist when this guy was created, I don't think. So, like, I don't know. Anyway, this is Kyoko being straight up explaining the fact that she is the forgotten Royal Knight. The ultimate Royal Knight. The one who governs all the others.
And she couldn't just say, stop it?
Well, here's the thing. Alphamon, before, probably would have come in, wielding the big fuck-off lance, and would have, you know, ended this with violence. But Alphamon took over Kyoko's body. When a Digimon takes over a person's body, they take on their traits as well. Kyoko likes to sit back, watch, and learn. So that's why they've been so, like, quiet this whole game. And just, like, letting it all happen and having us go out and deal with all the footwork.
So how does Chibi Alphamon play into the story?
Not at all. Because that's like a bonus Digimon that you get for playing the good version of the game, apparently. I'm not salty, not at all. It's not like I wanted to do a video of me playing against Max at this game and showing off some of the PvP, but we can't because there's no cross-play. I'm not mad at all, it's fine. It's totally fine. You can tell how fine it is by my voice. Anyway, Leopardmon is about as salty as I am right now. So we need to fuck him up. Not that I need to be fucked up, but we need to fuck him up.
Shank!
Ah, Daggy got me! Oh, thanks, Dan. It's not like I had more years of life left in me.
And that's how you died.
Well, I guess the channel belongs to you now. I did write your name in my will, so, you know, there it is. Enjoy Dan's channel, everyone. Now I die.
You would hate to see what I would do to your channel.
Oh, good lord. Well, I wouldn't. I'd be dead. I don't care what happens after I die. I'm not
when you're
see it.
looking up at me from hell.
Oh, right. Okay.
You're there because you're associated with me.
Of course, yeah. It's guilt by proxy, yeah. Anyway, I do like this whole bit here. Leopardmon having, like, one last burst of resolve. Like, hey, I've only ever heard about you in legends. I've always looked up to you, and now you're here. You're here to fight me to the death. But you know what? If this is what the king wants, this is how it's gotta be. Let's fucking go. You're a fool. Fuck you. I'm the smart one. Even though there's like 7 of you and 1 of me, I'm the one who's right. It's right for me to kill all of the humans on my own now. He does also claim that he's the strongest Royal Knight, which I don't think is true, because Examon. I think this guy's nowhere near as fucking strong as Examon. Like, you can't call yourself the most powerful knight, you're not. Not even close. You're getting me while my team is weakened, that's why you're difficult, but you're not that strong.
Well, he's trying to go for Super Saiyan 3 hair, isn't he?
Oh, I see. So he's trying to, like... And I guess that whole thing was him trying to charge up to be stronger, so... He's just got a very high opinion of himself. Sorry, that's the line, "Are you ready, my dear Watson?" Coming out this big, intimidating fucking knight. I am Sherlock Holmes in this situation. Holy shit. Alright, here we go. This fucking fight. So he has different stances. He's got a stabilizing stance where he can debuff you and buff himself. He's got an attack stance where he can do a shit ton of damage to the entire party multiple times. And he's got a defense stance where he buffs his defense, heals himself, and counters anything you hit him with. So you've got to basically play around the different stances. This is where I quickly check, and oh fuck. Everyone's at 1 HP in the back there, except for Lucamon. So this fight was a pain in the ass, because anytime I tried to bring someone in to heal them up, he instantly one-shot them. He's got good AI, so if someone's at 1 HP, he will attack them first to finish them off. He will never like go for Kyoko or any of my other Digimon if it's more beneficial for him to pick off my weaker ones. Evil bastard.
But if he knocks you out, if it gets game over and you go back...
Yeah, I've got to do the whole thing again, including the errata fight.
Shit.
Yeah, no, it won't save between fights. God, no. You just have to do both back to back. And again, if you're playing on normal difficulty, I'm pretty sure you're healed between them. I wasn't. This was me using the very last of my team, especially after spamming a bunch of healing items throughout all of this. Just trying to keep the guys I do have alive. And yeah, I was bricking it. Every single turn, I was bricking it. This part here, I was like, if he hits me 3 times with like a move that hits everyone, that would have wiped the whole party, I feel. That would have been... Yeah, that probably would have been near the end for me. Thankfully, he's only got 1 little scrap of health left. Thank you, Kyoko. Your contributions clearly mean a lot. Thank you for that 7 points of damage. Glad to have you here. And there we fucking go. Holy shit. Hardest pair of fights in the game that you have to do in order to beat it. Obviously, there's harder post-game stuff, but Jesus. Jesus.
Yeah, that sounds a bit much.
Yeah.
Well, at least you got money out of it.
I did get some good sweet moolah, so I can't say no to that. That unrivaled justice could falter here. I just hate his design. I hate how he looks so much. I can't get behind this guy.
It's like you can see they were going for a Spaniard sort of like style.
Yeah, it's like a European knight armor kind of look. But the blue and the brown... blue and brown do not go together. I'm sorry. Yeah, if you're wearing a blue shirt and brown trousers, that's fine. But brown armor or brown plating with the blue face and the grey face and the blues and grey spikes. And then the blonde hair. And then the wings that don't match. Everything about it feels wrong.
I think if you got rid of the wings, got rid of the hair, and maybe gave him
a cape?
A cape, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And and also there's the red around him, where there's only like little other bits of red on it. Yeah, less colours as well.
Change all the blues to red.
Sitting there doctoring his look while he dies laughing.
Good.
Too ugly to live. That's our Leopardmon.